I am releasing my second standing pattern today. I am calling this Teddy the Bear. Teddy the Bear is pretty quick. I think he works up fairly easily. I had to do pattern number 3 is Mini Una the Unicorn by Shannon at Snuggle Beans, and OMG. Okay, like, look at her. Don't forget, at the end of the video, I have this week's giveaway. This print is beautiful. Well, hello, my crafty friends, and welcome to another Friday video. I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is April, and I'm the creator and designer behind The Cozy Buckeye, a passion and a small business I started 14 years ago. I've also been on Etsy now for 12 years, and on this channel, I will share all of my crochet makes. I love to support other creators, small businesses on this channel, and share their beautiful designs. I also love to do roundup videos, and in the fall I'll be doing some market vlogs. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing to this channel. I would love to have you. I know there's a lot of people out there that just watch, but when you subscribe and you interact with the video, it really does help support my channel. So I would love if you could join the family. I have a lot to go over in this week's video. You know how I love small makes for markets. I also really love scrapbusting my yarn when it comes to selling amigurumi. Well, this video includes some mini makes that pack a big punch for your wallet. Don't forget, all of the patterns will be linked in the description below in the form of a collection, which will take you to my Etsy storefront. I will pop it up on my screen. It's going to look like this. All of the paid patterns are conveniently found in one spot, which I think is very convenient if you're wanting to purchase any of these patterns, which will support these small business owners. Please keep in mind you will also be supporting this channel by clicking on the links provided. Don't forget, at the end of the video, I have this week's giveaway, and I also am going to have a bit of an unboxing, some happy mail that was sent to me that I want to share with you guys, so stick around till the end. Okay, so we're going to get started with something I'm excited about. I am releasing my second standing pattern today, and I just love how it turned out. I always say I love the testing process because you guys, I don't know what I'd do without my testers. They really keep me in check. They help me fix all of the little details in the pattern, and you know, I really love Canva and adding all the pictures and all of the graphics and everything. I've really come to enjoy putting that stuff in the patterns. It's just a lot of fun, but without these testers, these patterns wouldn't be as good as they are. So thank you so much to the testers. I always try to put their photos at the end of my videos every time, and sometimes it's like the week after, just depending on when I get all of the final photos in, which they're not due actually until tomorrow. And I mean, I'm filming this Wednesday, so I asked for them to be turned in Thursday. So they might be in next week's video, but I really think all of these bears they made turned out so good. Are you guys ready to see? I mean, I've showed it in the previous videos, but I love to. I am calling this Teddy the Bear. Teddy the Bear is pretty quick. I think he works up fairly easily. You start with the arms, and then you make the legs. You also make the tail, and you are going to crochet the legs together and then start working up the body, which then you add the tail, you crochet that in, and you also are going to crochet in the arms. And then you set it aside, and then you start on the head. And the head you start in the front, and then you work your way back. You are going to crochet the ears in the round, which there is a tutorial linked for that. And also I have some shaping for getting the ears to stand up. I add some eyebrows here. And then I also do a little bit of shaping to the nose, which that is also included in a tutorial. this pattern I think could be modded for so many different types of bears. Somebody in my tester group, I'll try to put the picture here, made this into Pooh Bear. You could also simply make, you know, the Care Bears if you wanted to and mod those on your own. You could also make Lobso. Is it Lobso? Lotso? I don't know. The bear from Toy Story I think would be really cute. Any bear. People are doing these in black bears. You could make this a polar bear. You could probably mod this to be a panda bear. I actually made it with the tie-dye yarn, which I thought was really cute. I had another tester use variegated yarn, which turned out really cute. I just think, who doesn't love a teddy bear? You know, this was my mom's idea. She wanted a bear. I need to make it in the same colors that she's asking for, which I will do soon. I just had to get, you know, the base pattern down, but I feel like there's some mods maybe coming free on Instagram for these bears. I think it would be a lot of fun to do that. But this bear releases today. This is Teddy the Bear. This pattern will be $6, and for this weekend only, it's going to be 25% off. So go grab it. I can't wait to see your makes. Please tag me on Instagram. And of course, if you've ever bought a pattern from me, I would love it if you could leave feedback on Etsy. And if you have already left feedback on Etsy, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. I read through the feedback and I'm just in awe. I mean, I really love designing, and I'm so glad that these patterns are being well received by you guys. So thank you so much for all your support. You guys are carrying me right now. I'm telling you what, these purchases you make really do help support my family, and I just want to say thank you for that. So this is Teddy the Bear, and I'm just curious, what standing pattern do you guys want to see next? I mean, there's so many ideas that I have. Like, I mean, this is basically the start of my market make, the face, but I, of course, change it. I have to make it bigger. But if you think about all of my market makes, what pattern would you like to see transformed into a standing pattern next? So, or just a standalone. I mean, I have some things I'm working on, some patterns. I have one in particular I have started. I have made the face to a sloth, so I've designed the face, but I have to get on the arms because the arms are long, you know, so I want to do that. And then I really feel like the claws are important for the sloth, so I want to make that too. But I am working on that one. But, you know, let me know. You guys, I love your ideas. You're the best. I mean, seriously. Even when I first started designing my acrylic yarn projects, I used to take custom orders for my hats. And so I did that, and I was glad I did that because I would always get so many good ideas, and it was a challenge. And then I would make up a design, and I would be so grateful for the customer that challenged me, because it you know, sometimes I got my best designs that made the most money for my business by ideas from other people. So that's why I always ask for ideas, because it helps me and my creativity. So thank you guys. That was pattern number 1, you know, Teddy the Bear. I hope you guys love it as much as I love it. I can't wait to see your makes. So pattern number 1 today. And then pattern number 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is where we start the mini makes for today's video, and a great way to scrap bust. Okay, so pattern number 2, we have a pattern by Shannon at Snuggles Crochet. She just released this one. This is Mini Dippy Dino by Shannon at Snuggles Crochet. Oh my goodness, you guys. I love the splooting patterns so much. I want to make them all the time. But when I saw these minis, I fell in love. They're just adorable. Look how little it is. Look how cute it is. And I mean, it's just like the bigger version, but smaller. And I just cannot get over how cute this thing is. Shannon, bravo. Shannon also created 3 other characters in her mini series. I can't wait to see what else she comes out with, but she has the mini Night Dragon, the mini Darth Dragon, and the mini Una the Unicorn. All 4 you can buy for $11.79, but individually she's selling them for $4.42. Okay, all right, so let's start with Dippy. Dippy, oh, look at these eyes I was able to use. These are some eyes I made with my resin and mica powders. And basically, I had just a little bit of each color left, and I was like, I'm going to stripe some eyes. So I made these, and I think they turn out so cute, especially for this little dino. This dino, I used Premier Basix Chenille. It's a little bigger than my next one I made, but it is so cute. And then this is the tie-dye yarn. I love it. I'm just obsessed with this size. I think she did so great. You will be seeing all of these from me, but I only have 2 today. I only had time to make 2, but I'm just obsessed. So you start by making the head. The head is so easy. You make it, you start it in the front, and you've got some bobbles, you add the eyes, and you close it up, you set it aside, and then you make all the feet, the arms, the tail, and then you start on the body, and you're going to crochet everything in as you go. The only thing you sew on is the head, and you basically just, I use my Ami sticks, and I just stab them in, you know, one this way, and then you just whip stitch. I mean, it's so easy. And then it allows it to sit up like this or to sploot like this. And I mean, this guy here, I was going to see if I can find my roller here. Here's my roller. This guy isn't even 8 inches splooted out. So it gives you an idea of like how big it is compared to the other ones. I should have grabbed one, but they're all upstairs in my inventory. So the other ones are probably like this much bigger, I would say. So probably the other ones are about 12 inches long, the full size, but this one is 8. And I'm obsessed. I love it so much. I think it's so cute. I added a little bit of an eyebrow to give it kind of a, like a face, you know, like a grumpy face, a mean face maybe. Yeah. I don't know why, I just thought it would be cute. And I think it is cute. So love it so much. Thank you, Shannon, for sending me this pattern to share with my audience. I love it, love it, love it. You do surface crochet these on, which I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, I hate having to sew stuff on. So this was nice. These were all surface crocheted on. All right, so this is number 2, Dippy Dino. Let me know what you guys think if you've made the minis yet. I hope you do, because I'm telling you, they're amazing. All of the splooters that I've ever made, I've loved. They're all just, they turn out so good. Shannon is like a wizard when it comes to designing. She is really good at it, and I just love her patterns so much. So, oh my gosh, number 2. Here you go, Dippy the Dino. Okay, so I had to make another one, and this one's even better, okay? Well, you guys know how I feel about little girl stuff, right? If I can make patterns more pink and more purple and more girly, I'm all about it. I just love it. I don't know what it is. I love to make girl crochet plushies. And so I had to do pattern number 3 is Mini Una the Unicorn by Shannon at Snuggle Beans, and OMG. Okay, like, look at her. I found, you know, I did the eyes again with the stripes, and I think it turned out really cute. And when I make eyes, if I have just a little bit of the resin left, I will stripe some eyes. And I almost want to do it all the time because after making these last two patterns, I think it's adorable. And then you can pull in the colors from the eyes and kind of tie it all together, which, you guys, one of the fun things for me about putting these plushies together is picking out colors and just putting them together. And I think this one turned out really cute. I did do a slight modification on the hooves. I had to add some fur, you know? I mean, so on the round between the hoof and the leg, I ended up using my back loop only so that I could then add this little fur around the front loop. And I surface crocheted this on. You guys, this is Alize Softy Plus using this purple right here. And I had never used this. Let me tell you what, it is so soft, and it is perfect for these strands of hair or mane. I mean, look at the texture in that. It's so nice. And it is like, if you think Alize Velluto's soft, like this is incredible. It is a little bit thinner. I mean, you can see it's a little bit thinner, but I almost want to try to make some plushies out of this. I don't have a lot of it, so maybe I should buy some more of it and try to make some because it is so soft. And I did want to let you guys know that I am an affiliate with Hobby Shoppy, and they reached out to me recently and gave me a coupon code, you guys. So they wanted me to share it with my audience. I gotta find it here because I didn't write it down on my sheet. They wanted me to share it with my audience, and it's for 2 weeks only, okay? So this is kind of like a test to see how much traction this coupon gets. So I'm telling you, if you have not bought Alize Velluto now, if you could use this coupon code, buy some yarn so that I can get some more coupons for you guys. I'm trying to work on getting a permanent coupon. We'll see. We'll see. But that would be really nice if we all had a coupon to constantly use when things aren't on sale. So if you do need some yarn, Alize Velluto, my coupon code is the Cozy Buckeye 10. And again, it started Thursday and it goes for 2 weeks. So you guys go on and make those purchases for Hobby Shoppy. If you purchase $100, you get free shipping. And I mean, this little lady is made with Alize Velluto, except for this purple part. And this yarn, I've talked about this yarn with you guys so many times. Not to like try to be a salesman for it or anything, but I really do prefer this yarn. This yarn is my favorite over all the yarns. I prefer this one because of its texture. It doesn't hurt. I can crochet for hours and days without pain. And I do have carpal tunnel, which I keep it in check by wearing braces at night when I sleep and taking breaks when I need to. I cannot really use a lot of really thick, stiff yarns. I just can't because I start to feel pain here. And then sometimes when I sleep, my hands go numb and stuff. So I have to be careful. You know, I have been doing this for a really long time. So it's important for me, especially at this stage of the game, so that I can continue to crochet, to be careful what yarns I use and for how long I crochet. And Alize Velluto, I could crochet for days with no problem. So just saying, if you guys haven't tried it, they do have so many colors too. It's just amazing. But this Una, you guys, oh my goodness, let's get back to this. This is pattern number 3, Mini Una the Unicorn, and love it. I actually ended up cutting out some of the mane because I was really trying to rein in on the color. And once I got these colors down, I love the way it turned out. I love to use like this golden color for the horn. When I did my hats, I would always use this color for the horn. I just think it looks really good. And then I wanted to match these beautiful eyes, so I picked out this pink and this purple, and then the hooves I wanted to do like a lighter pink, and I just think it's amazing. I think I added an extra 2 pieces of mane up here at the top and then 1 down here at the bottom, and she says in the pattern to add or take out whatever you want, but I just, more is better, isn't it? I think so. But this one's very similar to the other one where you start with, I think you make the head first. This one you do sew on the ears and sew on the horn. But again, I just take my knitting needle and shove it in there and then whip stitch around. And then I put the ears on one at a time and then I'd whip stitch around. Very simple. Set the head aside and then you start making the legs and the arms. And then you start with the body and you crochet them in, and then you sew the head on, and then you surface crochet these on. I think in the pattern it's 16 chains. It's just gorgeous. Love this. This is probably my best in show today. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm obsessed with this little lady here. Shannon, bravo, bravo. These are great. I can't wait to make, I wanted to make the Toothless, you know. Love Toothless, you guys. My Jeep is based on Toothless. I've decorated it, you know. Toothless is one of my favorite children's movies. I think I love the dragon because the dragon always kind of reminded me of a cat, the way it acted, you know. So, but I love the movie. The kids love the movie, and I'm just obsessed with Toothless, and I can't wait to make that one next. It's probably going to be in next week's video. Just didn't have time. But here is this lady. Like, if you guys haven't bought the minis yet, make sure you click on the link in the description to go check it out because she is just amazing. I'm obsessed, like completely obsessed with this cutie. I want to make more of this one. Again, this pattern is $4.42, and I think both the dino and this unicorn I'd probably sell for $28 to $30. I mean, they're tiny, but they are worth it. They're so cute. And of course, if you made this in Burnett or a bigger yarn, this would be giant. I mean, so keep that in mind too. You can still take these minis and make them bigger, which I'll show you here in the next couple of patterns, depending on the yarn you use. So, and this mini, you could absolutely use some scrap yarn because it is so tiny that you could use scrap yarn on this. All right, enough. Got to move on. I could talk about this lady all day. Love her so much. This is number 3, Mini Una, the Unicorn by Shannon at Snuggles Crochet. Love it. I'm obsessed. Okay. So pattern number 4, I kind of went crazy. And I've talked about this pattern, I don't know how many times, so many times, but I was scrap busting. So I want to share with you guys what I was doing. And, okay, we'll just start, okay? We'll start. So I wanted to share with you guys, this is the little ducky from Poggy's Place, okay? This is made with scraps I have. I'm trying to get rid of this yarn because I don't buy it anymore. I don't really want it in my cabinets, but then again, when it comes to making stuff like this, it's perfection, okay? This is the pattern Little Duckies by Kelly at Poggy's Place. She sells this pattern for $12.99. You get 25 different styles of ducks with hats. On this one, I used Sweet Snuggles. I don't use this yarn a lot. I'm not a big fan, but I'm showing you this because I know a lot of you do love this yarn and a lot of you still buy this yarn. And I think this pattern turns out incredible. I made, let's see, let me count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 15 of these this week. This works up in like 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I'm not going to put hats on them. I just made them in so many different colors. It's not funny, okay? And I'm trying to go through this yarn. So I used some 25mm eyes. I just use glitter backs, you guys, because I need to paint eyes, and I honestly didn't want to spend the time painting eyes for something I'm going to sell for $10. So I think with stuff like this, those glitter backs are perfect. And honestly, these are some eyes that I'm just trying to get rid of because I don't really love them. But for this, they work out perfect, you know, and rather than, you know, give them away or throw them away or whatever, I want to use them. I try to use the supplies I buy. I mean, that's how I'm going to make money. I don't want to waste money. So I think for this project, they're perfection. I mean, this duck, I love Poggy's Place duck before, but now look, I can make it giant. And I'm wondering, hold on, let me find my duck because I know I have one that's made in Burnett. Just a second. Okay, so this is the duck I made for my son last week. And this is the duck with Big Twist. No, this is Sweet Snuggles. Okay, so it's substantially larger than, I mean, I wish I could show you. The top of the head on the duck is like way down here, but just look at the body. Look how much bigger the body is. I just think it's so cute. It's so, so cute. So just to give you an idea how much bigger it is with this jumbo, super jumbo yarn. So that's fun. And I also made it in Big Twist Plush, which is still pretty big. I did a lot of these ducks with just some single crochets across the beak. This one I did with a half double increases, but this one is just a single crochet, just to give you an idea. I kind of like just the single crochet, but I also like the way she wrote it too. But just to show you how big they work up in Big Twist Plush, if you're like me and you went crazy when Joanne was going out of business and you have a ton of this yarn, or you have scraps of this yarn, like this is a great way to get rid of some of this Big Twist Plush. Or this, if you have scraps. I mean, so you could just go through your scraps and just make lots of different colors of ducks. I have some yellow. And I will say, okay, so here is this one. I see how it's flat on the top of the head. I adjusted the top because of the eyes and the big yarn. I ended up adding a few more decreases at the top, and plus, like, this yarn is hard to close with because it sheds. So if you add just a few more decreases, you don't have as much to close up. Plus, it kind of makes the top of the head a little more round, which wasn't an issue using the Burnett yarn with the tiny black eyes, but with these eyes, I don't know what it was. It just kind of flattened the head out. So this one has a few more decreases than this one, and it makes it more round. I don't know, just you know, my preference. Okay, so I have those, and then here's another idea with Big Twist Plush. And this is some, did I say? Yeah, Big Twist Plush. This is Sweet Snuggles with some variegated yarn. This is Big Twist. Here's another one I made with the variegated yarn. You guys, I had so much fun making these. Like, I want to make more of them, and I think these are going to sell great. I'm going to sell these for $10, and I feel like they're going to fly off. Fly off. And I can't tell you how easy these were to make. Not to mention, I'm going to make a tag that says you've been ducked. So we all know us crazy Jeep people like this sort of thing. people will be buying these to put in their Jeeps, or they'll be buying these to give to their friends with Jeeps. I mean, this is such a great idea, okay? This jumbo yarn with these little duckies. You can also do it in cream or white. This is Big Twist Plush. Some more yellow, some more pink. I did a variegated Big Twist, and on this one I think I moved the beak up one, so I kind of like that too. It looks like the duck's looking up compared to like this one. I guess this is more accurate. I think on this one I moved the beak up, and I actually kind of like it. It's kind of cute, but I did have more trouble getting the eyes in, so I went back down. But depending on what eyes you use, it's kind of cute with the beak up one. And then I have a bright pink one. So just wanted to share, I made 15. I had fun. I plan on making more. If I sell these for $10, it's $150 worth of inventory. And these were, the majority of this were scraps, which you're like, what am I going to do with that? You're going to make ducks, okay? Make ducks. I'm telling you, I'm probably going to, if I can't already find a tag, I'll make one, and then I might share it with you guys. So let me know. But I think these are so good. You could make the hats too, but I'm not gonna. I'm not for this, not for these big ones. I'm just gonna have a basket full of a bunch of ducks, probably put like a Jeep sign or something on it, and then have, you know, you've been ducked or something. I'll come up with something for the tag for these. Because, you know, everybody loves those little touches at markets. I mean, especially, guys, us Jeepers are crazy about our ducks, okay? Just saying. And I just love it. So this is pattern number, let's see, what number am I on? Pattern number 4, Little Duckies by Poggy's Place. You can buy the whole pack for $12.99, guys. Okay. And if you sell 1 duck or 2 ducks, you've already made a profit. The next pattern is, you know, I was trying out my scraps and the big yarn, okay? So I decided to try one of the Critterlings with the Big Twist Plush. So this is the mouse. This is by Poggy's Place. This pack you can get 10 for $8.99, or you can get all 30 for $24.99, which is kind of nice if you just want to try the pattern out. You don't have to buy all of them, but I would sell this one for 10. It did come up quite a bit bigger, especially I usually use Alize Velluto, so it's pretty small, but I think these are 14 millimeter eyes. So I would sell this one for 10. And these work up so easy. You start at the top. I think so. Yeah, you start at the top and you work your way down. You add bobbles for feet, you crochet the tail in, and then you surface crochet the ears. It's very fast. And I have a string I need to trim. Piece of yarn. Look at me. Okay. So this is pattern number 5, the Critterlings Mouse by Poggy's Place, which I've shared this multiple times on this channel. I love this little mouse. Okay. The next pattern is free on Instagram. Again, trying out some jumbo yarn. This is the Gummy Bear pattern by Hook Crochet Co. This is a pattern you can also buy the PDF for $1.10 if you are like me and you like to have the PDF. Sometimes I'm not going to lie, like I will screenshot patterns on Instagram, especially if they're not available to purchase. I will screenshot them and like put together a document on Canva just so I can save it as a PDF. I do that a lot. Actually, Stacy told me that trick. So I do that, but this one you can buy for $1.10 and it's worth it. I'm going to sell this for 10. This is huge. Like this thing is huge compared to the ones I normally make. Normally I make these and they are keychains, but this is way bigger. than a keychain. So this will be $10. And again, if you have scraps of yarn, jumbo yarn, and you want to try this out, I think it's a great idea. Kids love gummy bears. So this is pattern number 6. I will link both the paid pattern as well as the free pattern in the description. So number 7 is something, again, scraps, you guys, and jumbo yarn. I'm trying to get rid of this jumbo yarn. So this is Swirly the Snake by Zazulio. A lot of us have made this pattern multiple times. I normally make it in just one yarn. This is actually the first time I've made it in the two-toned, and I think it was really easy. It's written amazing. It's great. The only suggestion I have is when you're sewing the head on, kind of let the snake fall and see which direction it coils before you put the head on, because I've actually done it upside down before. So then you basically, I actually use pins for this one, and then I sewed it on. It's really easy to sew on the head. Very simple. This one I ended up using some white eyes. You guys, give me some ideas. What do you use the white eyes on, okay? Because I have a ton. Like I showed you guys, I think last week I bought something for all my safety eyes, and so I've like put them all in there, and when I went through my eyes, I was like, wow, I have a lot of white eyes. I don't love necessarily the eyes. I feel like a lot of people don't like them when they are buying, so I don't always use them. But I'm open to it. I mean, I'm not closed off to it. I just need some ideas. So if you guys have ideas, what are plushies you love to use these white eyes on? I think that's even a great video. I mean, if I get a bunch of patterns, so if you tell me what patterns I should do to make and use these white eyes, maybe that would be a good idea for a video. So what do you think? Anyway, back to this pattern. Went off on a tangent again, but I really do need some help with ideas for these white eyes. You guys are the best. Okay, so this pattern I love because it's not stuffed. It's not stuffed. You don't stuff it. Like, you don't need stuffing. This is a great car project. This is a great scrap project. And this thing worked up so big with this big yarn, but I love it too because most snakes you crochet in the round. This one you don't. You crochet back and forth. Hello. Thank you to my wrist and fingers, because, you know, when you're crocheting in the round, you start to get pain in your fingers if you do too much of that. And this one's great, back and forth. And you could totally use scrap yarn, which I did. I used scrap yarn, and I think it turned out really cute. And I love, okay, so this is the Dreamland yarn by Lion Brand, and then this is the Big Twist Plush. They go really well together, and I just love how it turned out. It's so soft and squishy too. I need to make more of these. I think I will, because I have so much Big Twist Plush, and I still have a lot of this too. So I think I have like a green and blue that would probably do really well for a snake. So that's probably what I'm going to do with some of that. They do make great turtles too, but you know, you got to have some, you got to change it up some. But anyway, this is this Zazulio snake, which you've seen here on this channel before, but great for scrap busting, you guys, great for car projects. And I mean, you can make a bunch of snake bodies and do the heads later if you wanted. You know, you do have to have stuffing for the head and yet a tool for the eyes, but you could do the bodies in the car very easily. So anyway, this is pattern number 7, Swirly the Snake by Zazulio. This pattern is 608, and I would sell it for 15. So I like how it coils too. It's so cute. All right. The next pattern I have is the Swinging Animals by All From Jade. I made several. This pattern, I really love it, and I need to make more swinging animals. I don't know about you, but I've been watching how many swinging animals Robin sells on Knotting Hook Crochet. She always talks about making 50, having 50. I think I need to try that challenge. I know Heather has been trying to work on that too. From Cottontail Crafts by Heather, Robin made the chicken, so I wanted to try the chicken. I think it turned out really cute. And then this I used Alize Velluto, but I used a 6.5 hook. And then this one I dropped down to a 6. I also dropped down brands too, so I think that made a difference. The first one I made the 6.5 with the tulip, and then the 6 was with the clover. So I think the clovers are a little bit smaller anyway, but I like making the Alize Velluto with the 6 clover. I think it looks so much better. Look how much smaller. Just the hook size. It's crazy. I mean, my stitches are still tight. They still look good on the larger one, but I just like for the swinging animals for it to be smaller. So I think I'll start making it this size. And I'll be honest, I may have taken out a round too. I think I did. On this one, I took out 1 round. But the swinging animal. Okay, so the Swinging Animals by All From Jade is $6.80, and it comes with a seal, a mallard, a turtle, a penguin, a walrus, an axolotl, an otter, and a frog. So you get quite a bit for the amount, and I sell my Swinging Animals for $12. I also made the mallard and just a plain duck. These are great for scrapbusting, okay? So if you guys are looking for making something that sells really well, this is it. And I've seen different modifications. I mean, you can take the bird, the duck, and make different birds. I've seen people do bluebirds and cockatiels, and which I want to try all that. I want to make multiple of these. So many modifications. I think Heather from Cottontail Crafts has done a beaver, which I need to do. I need a beaver. So this pattern is super easy, super quick. Love it. I've shared it now for over a year. I've been making these for a while. So go give this one a try. This again is number 8, The Swinging Animals by All From Jade. Okay, so the next pattern I'm going to talk about is, of course, my pattern, you guys. Max the Market Kitty. I made 4 of these this week. This honestly is one of my go-to patterns. Like if I don't know what to make, I will, and I'm on, like if I'm about to hit the road and I'm the passenger princess, okay, I will grab some scraps, some yarn, whatever. Barnett is typically what I make these out of. And I'll grab my hook and I grab a stitch marker and I hit the road. And I'll try to take like a whole skein or scraps or whatever. I might throw a couple scraps in my purse. Don't even need my yarn bag for this. And I will work up to past the feet. And sometimes I'll even, fasten off. And I'll just throw those in my purse. And then when I get home, I do the eyes and the face. And then I pick it back up and finish it. So when I'm in the car, this is one of the things I will make. And I don't finish them, but I get them started because I always like to pause after the first set of feet anyway to do the eyes and the mouth and the nose. Just because I've talked about this. When you guys embroider, if you wait till you stuff it, then you got to pick all the fluff off of it. I don't want to do that, okay? I don't want to do that. And I think on one of these I did do that. Yeah, this one. And I have fluff. Like I have stuffing coming out of it, so I have to like go around and pick it off, so that's kind of annoying. I try to avoid that, but I made a couple black kitties this week, and I made a couple orange Raja light kitties this week. I always do the little buttholes too. I mean, I can't resist that. It's just funny. You gotta have a sense of humor, okay? And a lot of people love it. This is my best seller by far, these cats. I've been selling these for a while. I sell these with adoption certificates. So I know when I start my markets in October, I want to have the most I've ever had. Like, I want to have such a stock of these cats to see how much they sell, because I know I've sold out every single show I've done. And when I did the Sauerkraut Fest last year, I think I sold like 20 some, and I sold out. So I don't know how many I can try to get done, but I have 2 big festivals back to back, and I never have enough for the one right after the Sauerkraut Fest. So I want to try to make as many as I can, and I try to pick up yarn and make these. I've actually been making some of my other loaf patterns up there, which I was trying to plan another video. So they're great market makes, you guys, and they're profitable, and they sell well. But the cats, I don't know what it is about the cats. They just go, they fly off the shelf. So I made 5 cats. Max the Market Kitty, I will mark on sale this weekend since I'm featuring it in today's video. I'll mark it 25% off. So if you guys haven't picked it up yet, go give it a try. I do sew the tails on. That's the only thing that is sewn on. You could make the tail ahead of time and then crochet it in. If you know how to do that, you could, and I have done that. But you also have to tack it up if you do that, because it won't stay up. And I think a cat's tail has to be standing up. That's just my personal preference, but you can do these in the round if you want. But here's Max the Market Kitty. This is pattern number 9. Again, this pattern is sold for $20 with an adoption certificate, and I sell this pattern for $6, but it'll be 25% off. Okay, so that's Max the Market Kitty. And then I have a free, this is pattern number 10. I wanted to try out some more, scrapbusting, you guys. So I wanted to make some of the LMS art turtles. This is free on Instagram. And I was using my scrap jumbo yarn. This is the Sweet Snuggles, and this is the Big Twist Plush. They worked well together. I think I used 14 millimeter eyes on these, but you could certainly use bigger eyes if you wanted. I could have used the 25 millimeter eyes, but I think I made these first, or I probably would have. This pattern I will sell for $12. This is one of my go-to patterns in this size. It's just quick. So if you guys are looking for a cute little land turtle, this is it. And you make the head ahead of time, and then you crochet it in with the body. I mean, it's no sew. So this is pattern number 10. I, again, sell these for $12, and it is free on Instagram. So go save it for later. I love this one. Okay. All right. So the next pattern, you guys, I made the free no-sew turtle by Green Frog Crochet. I wanted to do that in the big yarn too. And this is how that turned out. I didn't make the egg. I just wanted to try out the turtle to see how big it is. And here's another one of the LMS arts. I made 2 of those, but it's very comparable in size. It's made totally different though. I will say this Green Frog Crochet pattern, you start at the bottom of the turtle. You also make the head ahead of time, and then you start at the bottom of the turtle, and then you're gonna make the top, and then you crochet them together, and you crochet the head together too. So it's no sew, but it is made different than any other turtle pattern I've ever made. I like the way she did it. It's very creative. Green Frog Crochet has so many of my favorite patterns. She's a great designer. I love her so much. So anyway, this is pattern number 11. The Green Frog Crochet free pattern, you guys. She offered it free to us on her blog. I will link that in the description. You can also pay for it if you want the paid pattern, and that pattern is only $4. So this one's $4. I would sell this one for $12 also. Okay, so I made 3 mini turtles, you guys, this weekend. Or this past week. And then the last pattern I'm going to talk about is, actually I think I have another one too. I have 2 more, because I see one sitting here and it's not on my list. So, okay. So number 12 is a pattern I've shared so many times. I'm trying to use some scraps I had, and this pattern works up great with the scraps. This is Tice the Sea Turtle by Old Soul Factory. It's a no-sew turtle pattern made with Dreamland yarn and Big Twist plush. This pattern is so good. It works up so fast and it's such a good size. I sell these for $20 and they sell like crazy. So I want to have a bunch of these made too for my markets this fall. This is one I like to keep on stock. I like to have like a bunch of random patterns, but I like to have a lot of my good sellers, and this is a good seller for me. So this pattern by Tara at Old Soul Factory is $3.99, and I sell again for $20. This one, the fins are worked into the round, which I love. This is why I love this pattern. The head you make ahead of time, and then you make the top shell, and then you crochet the head into the top shell as you're color changing to do the bottom, and you crochet the fins as you go. It's really good the way she wrote it up. It's great. I like to put 25mm eyes on these turtles, and I was going through my eyes. These are my old eyes. I'm trying to get them used up. I don't make eyes like this anymore, but I do want to use them in projects, so I tried to use them in these. So I made this one. Actually made 2 of those. And I made this one, which love these colors together. There's tons of fluff on these right now. And then I also made this one, which I love, this green with a kind of a gray beige. I think it's really cute. And I think on this one, I just used glitter backs because I was just trying to use up some eyes. And I have a bunch of this shape of eye that I don't love. So I'm going to try to use these up. And then the last one I did was a strawberry. So I just freehanded this stem and added some seeds. So there's a strawberry. So this is pattern number 12, Tice the Sea Turtle. And then I do have one last pattern. This is number 13. And this is Bubbles the Duck. Bubbles the Duck is by Nana's Hook Nook. And I'll be honest, and I love the eyes on this one. This is another one of those striped eyes I made. So I'll be honest, this used to be my go-to duck pattern. And I used to always make it in this yarn. And this is why, like, I made this and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try Poggy's Place pattern. So that's why I switched. But this one is so much bigger. I do sell these for $15. And I use 25mm eyes. So if you want to make a bigger duck, this is a great pattern for a $15 make. I think Stacy also sells this one at Stacy Makes for $15. But this one is 10. And look at the size difference, and you use way less yarn. It's just, I think, going to be my go-to duck now. This one right here in this yarn. So, because I know I have plenty of giant yarn left to make these for a while. But I just really like the way this turned out. It's very cute. But this Bubbles the Duck is a great pattern. It is only $2.50, and it is a bigger pattern. So it works up really nice. And this, like I said, was my go-to pattern before, but what's the best bang for my buck? It's going to be the Duckies pattern by Poggy's Place. That's the best bang because the size, I'm going to make more money making them $10 and they're much faster. So, and the eyes are smaller. So it's a win-win because the bigger the eyes, the more they cost. I just think it'll be good. And you could absolutely use black eyes on the little Duckies pattern too. So anyway, this is pattern number 13. These are all the patterns I have for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Don't forget, they will all be linked in the description below. And when you click on those links, you're not only supporting all of these small businesses, but you're also supporting this channel, which allows me to continue to make these patterns and give you guys all the new patterns I find. So thank you for all the support. So next I'm going to pick a winner, this week's giveaway winner. So one sec. Just got done reading through the comments. I will be going through my comments on Friday and responding to the comments from last week. But you guys, it's been just crazy here at the house and with the family, with everything going on, you know. Anyway, I love reading through all of them. I typically read them as they come in, but sometimes I try not to constantly look at my phone. So I try to look at them all at once and respond because I don't want to be on my phone all the time. It's just so distracting and I'm not as productive. So that's why I try to wait and respond all at once. I know it's probably not the best for the algorithm. YouTube likes you to constantly be interacting, but it's just, you know, how can I be on my phone all the time? Just know I'm always reading them and I will get back to responding to them. But I appreciate the comments. This week, there's so many beautiful comments about Jaden's graduation last week and my daughter's birthday. Thank you guys for all the wishes for them. I was really excited to share that footage with you guys last week, and I loved editing it and putting it together. Everyone always laughs at me because I'm constantly filming and taking pictures, and the kids sometimes get annoyed by it, but you know, they're going to appreciate it someday, knowing that their mom was always there with the camera, right? Like, some of my family hates the camera, but they're always like, did you get pictures? Okay. So quit like being a turd and smile for the camera, would ya? Anyway, I really do love vlogging and I want to do more of it when I have time. This year's just been crazy, you guys, with taking care of my husband and just everything. So I'm hoping next year, once my husband gets back to work, will be a lot easier with the kids in college and gone and working, and maybe the house will be emptier so that I can focus. It's been hard to focus working from home. I don't know if anybody can relate, but I feel like as a mom, when you work from home, you get pulled in 10,000 directions. So anyway, I'm on a tangent again. I'm going to get back to what I'm here for. The giveaway, okay? Thank you guys for the comments. This week's giveaway winner is AZ Crochet Stitches. She writes, your bloopers are so funny. Life, right? Loved your video. I love adding the bloopers at the end. I have been doing that for quite some time. I just want you guys to know that, you know, editing is fun for me. You can edit out so much of the mess ups, and I just love putting them at the end. It's just fun. So, you know, if you watch me, make sure you get to the end to watch the bloopers. And a lot of times show footage of like my pets or my family or whatever at the end of the video, just to, you know, just so you guys know. But anyway, I appreciate that you like the bloopers because I have always tried to add those at the end. So AZ Crochet Stitches, you're this week's winner. I will respond to your comment from the video last week and let you know you're this week's winner and give you my email address. I just need you to pick one of my patterns and email me and I will send it to you. So if you would like to enter in next week's giveaway, make sure you leave a comment and let me know what you liked about this week's video. Pop in and say hello. Give me some ideas for what standing pattern you would like to see or what you'd like to see me write. What patterns go well with the white eyes? What else did I ask? Anything I asked in this video, just if you guys want to leave a comment. I love to chat with you and get to know my audience, and I appreciate all of you for all of your sweet messages that you leave me. They do get read and they really make me feel good. So thank you for all of that. What else? I think I have an unboxing. You guys want to see an unboxing? Okay, let's do it. I have another package, you guys, from Max Carpetbag Works. Max Carpetbag Works loved the unboxing I did with the Mother's Day purses, and they also loved my Instagram post, so they wanted to send me another bag, and you know, who am I to complain about that, right? I hope you guys like seeing this stuff because I love sharing it, and this company has been with me for 2 years now. They have sponsored some of our crochet retreats. They are very good to me, and I really do love their products. So let's see what's in this box, okay? Really tight. Okay. I am really excited because I love their stuff. So what did they send me? They sent me the Shining Room 237 Geneva Carpet Gladstone bag. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh my goodness. I love this print, you guys. I'm a big purple and green fan. Look at this bag. I love how it is square. I was thinking this bag would be a great project bag, honestly. There is a little clasp here, and then you can lock it, which is kind of nice because it keeps it closed. The thing that I loved about this bag is it is literally like a basket. So this is what the inside looks like. It's got a really big zipper on this side. It's got pockets here. And it's got another zipper on this side. And then it's got these bars here, which in order to close it, you bend it in. Very cute. Very, very cute. I really like it. I just want to thank Max Carpet Bag Works. It also comes with a shoulder strap, which I love. You guys know I like a good shoulder strap. Let's see. Let's close it up again. So here you have it. It's also got this little strap here. It's very cute. This print is beautiful. Look at it. So cute. So thank you to Max Carpet Bag Works for sending me this beautiful piece. I love it so much, and I appreciate them sponsoring today's video. So I guess that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. And if you want to continue seeing videos from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future video. All right, well, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Girl. High five. High five. Good girl. Paw. Other paw. I didn't say lay down. Ready? Bang! Bang! Good job, silly girl. Progress is being made, you guys. Look at these two babies. Maggie, are you sleeping? Are you two being good? Are you making friends? Finally. It's been 5 months, I think. babies.
This is where we start the mini makes for today's video, and a great way to scrap bust because you guys, I had a blast. I think I got a hair like hitting my nose. That's the problem with having so much hair, you guys. I know in my videos I'm constantly like scratching and it tickles my face and it drives me crazy. At home I wear my hair up a lot, but you know, I do love my long hair, but like it's a lot and it itches my face. So anyway, I'll probably cut that out. So the second pattern, as soon as I quit itching my nose, I feel like I have a hair. Okay, pull it together, April. If you would like to win next week's giveaway, make sure to leave a comment in this week's video and you'll have What are we doing, huh? What are we doing? I am.
Get the key on my purse.
Where you going? Getting your stuff done? Cat food.
Yep.
Do you remember what cat food to buy?
What?
Do you remember what cat food to buy?
No.
The Science Diet Perfect Weight. So where was I? See what I mean by interruptions all the time. Okay. I love hearing from you. I love chatting from you. I love chatting from you.